What's up, fam? It's your boy Harvey. I was sitting here thinking about back in the day when I was a young dope fiend. I had a warped understanding and knowledge. I had a warped understanding, knowledge and knowledge. The world I was living in, right, wasn't reality, right? All I knew about was basically how to buy, sell, and use, right? Yeah, I had a warped understanding of, life in general, right? I used to have to pray for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? That's how they instructed me back in the day when I was young, right? When I was a young dope fiend, I had a warped understanding. And, my knowledge was limited, I was traveling in negative circles and things like that, right? Regurgitating negative things all the time, right? I had to pray for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? Sometime, right? We live in that world, right? And we like low-level dope fiends, in the streets. Sometimes all we know is negativity, right? We don't know how to vibe on a higher vibration, and we don't have knowledge and understanding about, other things other than, just being a low-level dope fiend, right? Yeah, but I used to have to pray for knowledge, understanding, and wisdom all the time, right? That was a part of my regiment, when I was younger coming up. Pray for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? Because I was lacking in those areas, right, as a young dope fiend. Yeah, I was thinking about that though, right? I remember that, right? Had a negative vibration, I could be positive some of the time, but I also was associating with a lot of negative, people, places, and things, right? But I had to change that, and the way I changed that, right, I got connected with Allah, right? And I used to pray for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, That's what I used to pray to my higher power for, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? Yeah, man, but I was just thinking about that. Yeah, back in the day, yeah, I had a real warped understanding about life, right, in general. I was a product, of a negative environment. But yeah, I just, wanted to drop a little bit of something on having a warped understanding, warped being, warped sense of reality, right? And was stuck in that, mind frame, in that rut, right? That circle that I was traveling in and living in, right? It was very warped. But yeah, in order to elevate, right, I had to go to Allah, right, and pray for knowledge and understanding and wisdom, right? That's what I had to do, on a continuous basis. I had to be persistent with that, right? And it's, doing it to the best of my ability, right? And then applying it to my life to the best of my ability, right? That's what I had to do when I was a low-level dope fiend, right? Out in the streets, in prison or whatever, right? That's what I had to pray for, knowledge and understanding, right? So that I could, better my soul, right? Because I was just caught up in a warped sense of reality, warped sense of reality. I wasn't living in the real world. The world I was living in, that wasn't, the world that everybody else was living in, the real world, right? I was just living in my little world as a dope fiend, right? Then I learned some other things later on, right? Learned some other things on, on life, right? Yeah, but I was, I had a warped understanding, right? All I knew was basically how to travel in negative circles, right? And how to get high all day, buy, sell, and use or whatever, right? But that ain't the real world, right? That's what I learned, right? I learned, more about life as I went on, right? But I used to have to pray for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, fam, just a little bit on back in the day when I was a dope fiend, and I had a warped understanding of things, my life in general.